Alright, good evening guys, SuperMarioT is here to talk some more about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and that week number 15 just finished for the Super Smash Bros. Blog, and let's talk about the post that came out of this past week. I said good evening before because I'm almost confident this is going to be a super late upload. I'm going to be out today, so yeah, I'm just going to get into it. Let's start off with Sunday, September 16th. We got an overview for Isabelle. Isabelle joins the battle from Animal Crossing New Leaf. She uses various trinkets from around the village to battle. Her side special fishing rod not only allows her to snag and bring opponents closer, it can also be used as a recovery move. So I already talked about Isabelle pretty much, like, not much, often between the direct reaction discussion video and last week's update. It's just been a lot of Isabelle and Smash related stuff, but I guess I could talk about her again. I'm happy for Animal Crossing fans and Isabelle fans. I think it makes a lot of sense why they would add Isabelle in Smash Bros. As a character. It's funny because I thought she would stay in Assist Trophy because if I don't play Animal Crossing, but I'm almost positive all she is a secretary. So there's not much you could think of in terms of a moveset for Isabelle. But a lot of us thought she'd be an echo for Villager as well, at least those who wanted Isabelle in Smash Bros. And both of us were wrong. Sakurai's like, I'm gonna take it even farther. I should have known, because I thought Isabelle wouldn't work, not even just as an echo. Like, I can't see her swinging an axe, cutting down a tree, like Villager does. I think that's something Villager would do, not Isabelle. So I just couldn't see it, but then I forgot. Oh yeah, this is Sakurai we're talking about. He made Rob work, he made Duck Hunt work, he made Wii Fit Trainer, he made Rosalina work. What is wrong with me for doubting God's work, right? I really hope that's the last time I doubt Sakurai's genius. But otherwise, Isabelle in Smash Bros, it's cool. I'm okay with it. Like, there was a lot of people who were upset that like Geno or Shadow weren't announced at this direct. I'm seeing it more on Facebook than anywhere else. A little bit on Twitter, but mainly Facebook. But yeah, just making Geno, Shadow fans, other types of fans who wanted those specific newcomers in Smash look worse. But we got like 2 more months until the game comes out. We're definitely gonna get another direct. Like, relax. We got 74 characters already. Like, I think you could handle not having Geno or Shadow, because I'm gonna be real. Like, if I don't get Geno or Shadow, like, this is the roster. Like, this is like all that's left in terms of newcomers and veterans and all that stuff. This is the full roster we're getting. I know it's not, but for argument's sake, let's say it is. I'm okay with it, because we got so much characters, so many stages, so much content stuffed in this game already. I'd be okay with it. But the fact that we know there's more characters coming, we have 2 more months. They're gonna announce more, so just chill, people who are upset about Isabelle being in Smash. And if you want to talk about characters who don't fit, like characters who don't fight, like Ice Climbers doesn't fight. Rob's only playable appearance is Mario Kart DS, boy. Villager's in there. Wii Fit Trainer, Rosalina, Peach. You got a lot of characters in there already who aren't known for orientating around fighting. So it's not a matter of who fits or not in Smash. If you're a popular character who's appeared on a Nintendo console, that's basically all you need. That's originated from a video game too. That's basically all you need. Because I know people are about to type, Goku was in a video game. But back to Isabelle. She looks like a solid fighter. She's much in the same vein of a clone as Lucas is to Ness, Falco is to Fox, Pikachu is to Pikachu, etc. Like a semi-clone. And I might mess around with her. I'm gonna be honest, I don't mess with Villager, but I might mess around with Isabelle. Not just because she's adorable and pure and wholesome as hell, but she seems to be more close quarters, like her playstyle, rather than a zoner type like Villager. I'm not much of a zoner, like, playstyle specialist, I guess you could say. Her fishing rod, though, I thought her fishing rod would be cool, but I did not think it'd be a recovery move, man. She has a tether recovery. That's kind of insane. And her fishing rod already seems to be like a really ridiculous special. I think it's one of those specials to where if you whiff it, if you miss, it's super punishable. And I'd imagine she'd be a lightweight character too, because she's small and petite, but there's also the fact that with that fishing rod, if you miss it, you reel it in a little bit like you do with most fishing rods, you can still latch onto your opponent, you could throw it in any direction. I'd argue Isabelle is actually the grappler of this game, because you have characters like Wario with his bite, or Lucario with his force palm. Characters with, whatchamacallit, command grabs, basically. Isabelle kind of has that, but there's more complexity surrounding that, because she has a regular grab, which is just like Villagers, the butterfly net, but now she also has her fishing rod as her side special, which it has a lot of range. It could grab an opponent at, like, not any range, but if you throw it, and if the opponent's closer to you and you reel the rod in, you could still grab the opponent if it latches onto the hook, and you could throw it in any direction. I think Isabelle might be the grappler of this game, at least more of a grappler than anyone else in Smash, which is kind of funny. Huh. Otherwise, she's not too different from Villager, because she has the same dash, she has the same grab, she has the same neutral B, she has the same up B, but she does have a different side B, different working down B, different neutral air. Same final smash, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, it's a lot like how Lucas is to Ness, basically. Not much else to say regarding Isabelle. I already talked about her so much these past 2 weeks. But I'm happy for her, happy for Animal Crossing fans. She's the face of Animal Crossing at this point, so it makes a lot of sense. Like, she basically overtook the series after 1 game or so, I hear, after New Leaf, because she appeared in Amiibo Festival. I think she appeared in Happy Home Designer, which is cool, but otherwise I'm not an Animal Crossing fan, so I can't really say that much regarding Isabelle. It's cool. It's cool for Isabelle. She's cute too. Moving on to Monday, September 17th, today's item, the Shovel Knight Assist Trophy. The description reads, blue armor, horns, and a shovel. That's right, it's Shovel Knight. With his trusty shovel blade, he can bury an opponent into the ground or throw rocks as he digs. He may even dig up some food. That sounds gross to me. Why would you eat food that was just dug up? Like, it's full of dirt and worms and maggots. Like, disgusting, man. Unless it's plants or fruit from bushes or trees or whatever. Why would you eat food that was just dug up from the ground? But I'm deviating from the main point. Shovel Knight is an assist trophy in Smash Brothers. Plenty of us wanted him to be a playable character. It sucks that he isn't, but I gotta be honest, this is like the best scenario he could have gotten. Like, I'm super happy he's an assist trophy either way. It hurts, don't get me wrong, he's not playable. He'd be really cool if he was a playable character, but he's really cool that he's an assist trophy in Smash Bros. in its own right, because he's an indie character. The way, I don't know how it 100% works, but I would imagine indies are basically third parties on a significantly smaller scale than, say, Simon or Sonic or Pac-Man. They're not as well recognized, they're not as popular as those specific characters. Like, indies, they're getting up there, but they're relatively niche in that they attract a cult following, but they're not like huge, massive fan bases who are really pining for those characters to be in. Like, they exist. It's just, compared to Sonic, compared to, well, I don't know about, well, Bayonetta is debatable, but yeah, it's weird. You might know where I'm getting at with that sort of thing. There might be more to it than how I'm specifying it, but that's how I see it. Like, I get why Shovel Knight would only be an assist trophy and not a playable character in Smash Bros. I forget the name of the company who's behind, or the developing team who's behind the Shovel Knight games, but they seem pretty content with how Shovel Knight is an assist trophy in Smash, which I think that in its own should speak for itself. Like, they're pretty happy that Shovel Knight is an assist trophy in Smash. He's in Smash in some form. So, that on its own would be pretty major. So, yeah. Not much else to say there. On Tuesday, September 18th, you can now check out the Happy Home Designer title theme. It's a new music track. Enjoy the arrangement by Kazumi Totaka, a staff member from the original game, excuse me. It's a good song. I listened to it. I don't think it's as good as the main theme of Pikmin, Fortress Boss, Super Mario Bros. 3, Gangplank Galleon, Gear Up 4, City Trial, all those other songs. Like, I think it's good. It's not one of my favorites. Like, it's a decent song. I don't see myself listening to it that much or that often. Again, I haven't licked a single Animal Crossing game, so I can't really formulate that much of an opinion on it, other than what I've listened to here. Like, it's good, but it's not something I'd listen to often. They talked about another stage on the same day as well. Today's stage, Onett. Nessas Hometown has a drugstore in the middle and houses on either side. Watch out for cars entering the stage from the right that can hit you for 30% damage. So Onett's back. Because Ness is here, you kind of expect Onett to return as the Earthbound stage. I think it's a decent stage. It's not one of my favorites, but I'll play on it from time to time when the chance arises. Those cars, though, I like those cars appearing. It can be kind of a mess if you're fighting in between the two houses. That's part of the reason why I don't play on the stage that much. It's kind of claustrophobic. It's not too claustrophobic, but it kind of is. But Onett, it's a decent stage. I don't mind it. And the funny thing is, you see that meteorite at the top of the cliff in the background? That big circle? Like, that's the meteorite that appears in Earthbound. I always thought that, like, I was so confused as to what that was. Because I'm looking at it, I'm like, why is that 2D sprite of a rock in the background? And then my friend on Facebook's like, oh, that's from the original Earthbound game. I'm like, oh, okay. There is one thing I'm gonna miss, though, with this stage. In Smash 4, this stage's Omega form is just the drugstore, but, like, widened. So, you fight on top of the store itself, and you wall jump on the sides, like a giant block. And I don't think that's gonna be this... I don't think it's gonna be the Omega form in Ultimate, because in Ultimate, every Omega and Battlefield form takes the same form as Battlefield and Final Destination, like normally does. Like, you know, in Final Destination it has that triangular underside curve. Like, it actually will don that form for every single Omega stage. Maybe Battlefield 2 or something super similar. But it's basically a lot like how Final Destination is structured, which is good, but I'm gonna miss the drugstore being the stage you fight atop of. Now moving on to September 19th, today's fighter, Ganondorf. His new design matches his appearance in The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Now he uses his sword for all of his smash attacks. He's a bit slimmer than he was before, but his Warlock punch is devastating. For his final smash, he transforms into Ganon, the Demon King, and quickly charges forward. So Ganondorf is back. You kinda want Ganondorf to come back, being the main antagonist in every Zelda game. But thank God he finally uses that damn sword. It took us 3 games, took us from Melee to Brawl to Smash 4, but he finally uses that damn sword. Thank God. And as a result, his smash attacks are so much better than they were before. His up smash has so much more range. His down smash has a disjointed hitbox. His forward smash has a lot of range. It acts a lot like ice. I don't know if it does more damage than his previous smashes. It might, but the fact that he has that much range going for him with his smash attacks is kind of terrifying. Not only that, I think his aerials got buffed. I don't know in damage and knockback, but they do have reduced end lag. I saw this one video on Twitter. I think Zero retweet. No. I think Mewtwo King posted it. Zero retweeted it, to where they just kept using Ganondorf's neutral air and fast falling, and it just kept coming out. It's like boom, 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 boom. And in Smash 4, like you try to like use Ganondorf's neutral air from a short hop into a fast fall. It's just like it's like neutral air, neutral air, neutral air. But in Ultimate, it's like neutral air, neutral air, neutral air. It's kind of scary how fast a lot of characters don't have as much end lag on their aerials compared to Smash 4. Like Ganondorf is a lot faster. I think he jumps higher. Oh yeah, he definitely jumps faster from the Frame 3 jump squad. His Warlock punch got buffed. It does more damage and knockback. Like Ganondorf, you might want to watch out for Ganondorf. I think he might actually have a shot at becoming a mid-tier character if he's lucky. Like, I don't think he's gonna be cursed to being like a low-tier character like he was in previous games. And if he is, I think his chances at being viable are better than they have been before. Even though this roster is probably gonna have like over 80 characters, he's just becoming a better character compared to Smash 4. And he looks like he's hit the gym. He looks like he deserves those buffs. Cause damn man, he looks beautiful. He looks buff as hell. I'm loving this redesign for Ganon. Not only that, it's practically based off Melee, but Ocarina of Time is the only Zelda game I actually played and finished, the 3DS version specifically. So this Ganon I could vibe with. Like, this is the Ganon I know and love between that and Melee, so I'm glad they went with the Ocarina of Time design. It makes a lot of sense. His final smash, he went from that, I think it's one of the classic Zeldas, like maybe like Zelda 1, 2, or Link to the Past Ganon, to Ocarina of Time Ganon specifically. He transforms into his Ocarina of Time Ganon form with the 2 swords, and it functions a lot like his previous final smash, but I like that it's so much like Ocarina of Time now, because, again, that's the only Zelda game I played, but I love Ocarina of Time. It's a good game. And I know for a fact my analysis for Ganondorf, whenever I get to him eventually, I don't know when, will be a long one, because there was a lot of changes going off of Ganondorf. I can guarantee you Ganondorf is one of the most changed characters out of anyone else in the Smash demo, between Ness, Zelda, etc. Speaking of analyses, the last update we got was on September 20th, Thursday, on an overview for Pikachu. This fierce fighter uses electric moves like Thunder Jolt and Thunder. Pikachu Libre is one of the alternate costumes, and you could tell she's female by the shape of her tail. Pikachu is in Smash Bros. You always gotta expect Pikachu in Smash Bros. He's kind of a mainstay at this point. He's the mascot of, I think it's currently the most popular media franchise. Yeah, Pokemon is actually the most popular media franchise at this moment, which is kind of nuts. So, Pikachu, if you want to know more details on Pikachu, I made an in-depth analysis. Like, click the upper right corner, that little eye in the upper right corner. I made an analysis on Pikachu. Wait for an annotation at the end of the video. There was a lot regarding Pikachu in Smash Ultimate that got changed. His aerials are so much better. He has a brand new neutral air. He has his down air spikes. His thunder got buffed. His side special got increased range. His aerials have decreased end lag. I think his up smash got nerfed, but I think his down smash got buffed too. I might have those last two wrong, but Pikachu's definitely going to be a top tier character. Pikachu was always a good character in Smash Bros. So it's a given for him to be good, but I don't think people were expecting him to have a spike. He has a spike now, so I have no doubt. Oh yeah, an arrow indicates Pikachu's trajectory when he uses his up B quick attack. So yeah, Pikachu's just gonna be a really good character in Smash Ultimate. Like, watch out for Pikachu mains. ECM's gonna have a field day with this, so be on the lookout for Pikachu, man. Some of us might argue that he may not have deserved those buffs because he's already a good character. Why does he need that much more? But I'm okay with it. Like, the main weakness for Pikachu is that it depends on how you, like, which player uses him and which type of playstyle, like how you face him. But for me personally, I could generally get a read on him. But like, the biggest weakness is that he's super lightweight. He's relatively easy to KO if given the chance. Otherwise, I think it's relatively fair. I don't know. I'm okay with Pikachu being like this buffed more than others. I was a Pikachu main back in Melee and Brawl, so I can reason with this. I might mess with Pikachu more now because he has a spike, and you could use a falling neutral air into a down air, and like neutral air combos into itself. Ignore my dogs. It acts a lot like Mewtwo's neutral air basically. So there's all that, and I think Pikachu mains are just gonna have a bigger field day with him now. He's not that different from how he was in Smash 4, but he just has more buffs that make him significantly different than how he was in Smash 4. He's just that much better. And that generally covers it for all the updates this week, but I want to quickly go over, I think Source Gaming uncovered these. Like, it's because of Source Gaming we got these, so go check them out if you haven't. They cover a bunch of gaming news and updates. They crack down on leaks and rumors and all that stuff. They do a lot of research when it comes to gaming, so check them out if you haven't. I think they asked Nintendo on new renders for some of the characters, and we got new renders based on the alternate costumes for some of the characters we've seen. Like, we have a new render for Bayonetta from Bayonetta 1, render from Cloud's Advent Children costume from Final Fantasy Advent Children. We have an updated render for Falco, which they updated a little bit on the shading and shadow on his face. His tail has a slightly darker shade of blue, and if you look on his jacket, in the original render for Falco in the E3 build, or like back in the E3 presentation, Falco had a Star Fox insignia on the right sleeve of his jacket. Now it's on the left sleeves. And there's also the new render for Ike for his Radiant Dawn skin, the male Inkling. I'm looking through my folder. The Tunic of the Wild Link, Builder Mario, Wedding Mario, Alf. Let's see, Pikachu Libre. Oh yeah, I didn't even touch on Pikachu Libre. Female Pokemon Trainer, aka Leaf. Meta Ridley, female Robin, female Corrin, and male Wii Fit Trainer. Like, a lot of these renders, they already looked super good. They updated Palutina's a while back, but the fact that they're updating these renders when they already look so freaking good, like, you can't help but appreciate that. it just shows how much attention to detail Sakurai and his development team put into Smash Bros. Even for something as simple as character renders, just capturing how these characters act, how they're portrayed, like what their personalities are. Like Smash Ultimate does a fabulous job at capturing every single one of these characters' personalities, and well, most of them, but there's also the fact that Smash Ultimate's going a lot farther with character alternates like Pikachu Libre, Wedding Mario, Builder Mario, of course all these alternate costumes from Smash 4, the fact that you could choose Meta Ridley, female Pokemon trainer, we have like 3 different alternates for Link, like this is pretty cool. Like, I hope it goes a lot farther than this. I think Skullgirls has, like, every fighting game out there beat when it comes to alternate costumes. But Smash Bros., I like that they're branching out more in terms of variety and different references and alternate skins. And let's talk about Pikachu Libre for a second. I love that Pikachu Libre is an alternate skin. I like that you could choose between 2 different variations of a female Pikachu, between Libre and a female Pikachu wearing Moon's hat from Pokemon Sun and Moon, which is cool. And there's also the fact that there's a alternate skin for Yoshi being a Yoshi's Crafted World skin, which, oh my god, this looks amazing. Like, that Yoshi's Crafted World skin looks so good, man. So detailed. It's arguably more detailed than Mario's mustache and hair in Mario Odyssey. But the fact that we have that here, that makes me think we're gonna get a brand new Yoshi's Crafted World stage. Because in Smash 4, we got a Yoshi's Woolly World stage. And that was based off a Yoshi game that didn't come out until 6 months after Smash Wii U did. And Yoshi's Crafted World, it seems like it's going to follow a very similar life cycle. And despite that, it got a stage in Smash 4. So, the fact that we have a Yoshi's Crafted World skin for Yoshi in Smash Ultimate, I think that might hint at the fact that we're going to get a Yoshi's Crafted World stage. Like, that's just my 2 cents. Like, that's my guess. But otherwise, these renders, fantastic as hell. This week, I thought it was a good week. Ganondorf and Pikachu were my highlights for this week, so I thought it was a good week. Again, I tend to gravitate more towards the weeks that focus more on the character overviews than like the stages and items and pictures and all that stuff. So there's all that. That's good. Let me know what you guys thought of this week. Did you think this week was good? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Anything you want more from these weeks that you haven't seen or more? Like, do you prefer the overviews? Do you prefer the pictures, the stages, the items, the final smashes? Well, I don't know if they do final smashes, but you know what I mean. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more Smash content. Stay tuned for more analyses. And stay tuned for more things Nintendo as well. This college year is starting to catch up to me. I have a lot of reading, so I might be busy in the coming weeks and the coming months. But you know, Christmas. This Christmas is going to be lit as hell. But otherwise, I don't know, I'm not sure how this upload schedule is going to work out for me. There's stuff I want to upload, but I got to focus on school. So, stay super.